Sure, Aaron, is it videoing the board?
It's just a little fuzzy.
Like a little,
You need to focus it.
It'll focus.
Put your hand in front of it.
like the top of the board is in there.
I know.
You just gotta-
It's like right here.
Yeah.
Hurrah.
Yep.
So I just have to
It's like
write
your
from
head.
there down.
Mm-hmm. You can make a
You're getting
line
chopped
across.
off.
I'm okay with that.
Hi, Emily.
Okay, everybody say hi to Emily.
Hi, Emily.
All right. Hi, Emily. We're on chapter 4.
Squared.
All right, good. All right.
Angle.
Well, everybody get back, get focused. I will go through this. We're going to talk today about inequalities, okay? So, inequalities. So, this is not a difficult lesson, but I want to go over it. All right, so please don't talk, because she's not going to hear, and then she won't be able to do the homework, and then I'll be angry because I'll have to still help her when she gets back, and I don't have time to help her, okay? All right? So, this is, by the way, this is also, it saves me time, all right, in the end. All right, so inequality. What is an inequality? Somebody tell me what an inequality is.
Something that's not equal.
Something that's not equal. We learned what we've learned so far this year about inequality. What have we learned in this class about inequality? We have learned something about less than or equal to, right? We have. What did we learn about number lines?
Whoa.
Whoa, nice.
I made that, Emily, just so you know.
You
That's
made
why
it,
we're all
Emily.
you know.
Nice.
Dude, both of you and your pencils. That's the second time.
I know.
His other one was cooler. I didn't even see that one. I know that.
From here.
All right. Now, what did we learn when we talked about this? X is equal to 3. What is that on a number line? What is x equal to 3 on a number line?
Wait.
It's a solid point. Okay? A solid point. So 1, 2, 3. Okay? 3 of them, solid point. Now, we also learned this. Did we not learn this? X is
Equal.
greater than or equal to. Did we do that yet? Have we done that yet?
No.
Okay, so that's what we did. I thought we did a little bit. All right, maybe we haven't done it. All right, so let's just all do it together. We'll learn it together. All right. We did do an open dot and a closed dot. Okay? What did we say? What did we learn about the open and the closed dot? The closed dot was what?
It was counted with the line.
It was counted in the line. If it was an open dot, what was it?
No.
Not included. And that is, by the way, that is what you learn and what you need for this lesson. If it's included, it's just going to be equal. It's a filled-in dot. It's a filled-in dot. If it's equal to, if any part of it is equal to, then it is included in the line. Okay? So, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, or equal to, those three will have filled-in circles. Is everybody following that? They will have filled-in circles, those three. If it's greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, or equal, they have a filled-in circle that is included in the line. If it's open, okay, so, or if it's greater than or less than, greater than or less than, what do you think the circle should be?
Open, sir.
Open. Now why? Think about it. Why should it be open? Okay, good example. Reese says, how much do you weigh, Mr. Comstock? Why do you think she asked that question? I did deductive reason very quickly and knew why she asked that question. Her and Juliana, were sitting on the desk together. And they were going, well, I weigh this much, and I weigh this much, but I'm not going to say how much they weigh. And they're going, if I add those two weights together, if it's less than Mr. Comstock, then we're good. Okay? Less than. If it's equal to, we're okay. But if it's just bigger, then that's a problem, right? Yes or no? That's what you were doing in your mind, okay? So what happens is, if it's greater than, or if it's less than, it's not equal to. Therefore, it would not include that point. We would not be equal in weight. It would either be less than or equal to. All right? And we won't discuss that any further because it'll be an embarrassment to the girls, okay? All right?
Yeah.
I'm just joking. All right. Okay, so listen. So when you're doing graphing, when you look at a drawing, when you think about these, you will have to take that into consideration. All right? All right. Sorry, I have to have my coffee this morning because I stayed up way too late last night. All right? And my head's not there, so it doesn't really matter. I really...
Hilarious.
Can you see my tie at least?
Yeah.
Emily, I'm wearing my Eagles tie. Here we go. All right. It's like you get it, you get to hear it, but you don't see my face.
Not
It's
ready for
perfect.
your face yet.
Trust me, I would much rather that.
Okay.
All right. It's not like she's trying to read my lips. All right, so we're good. All right.
It's getting
Okay.
possessed.
So we also learned one other thing. Okay. So one other thing you have to know and remember is this. So if it's greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, greater than, less than, or equal to, there's two words you need to learn. One of them is the word or. What does the word or represent? What is the word or?
Other. The other thing.
All right, so what do these words represent? First off, listen carefully. The word or, and I'm going to tie this into the last chapter that we've done already. Okay, when you see the word or, this means or requires a union. It's saying a union. Okay? What does that mean? All together. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you see the word or, it's a union. The definition of that is all together. So in other words, when you draw that, you'll just draw the whole thing and draw it on the paper, on the number line. I'll explain this. I'm just giving you the information, then we'll do problems, okay? That's how I like to teach. I like to give you the information, then we'll do examples to make sure you know how to do it, okay? All right? Then, the word and. So, remember, union, what were the sets of operations, huh? Intersection. So, an and is intersection. All right, intersection. All right, intersection. What is an intersection?
In common.
In common. If you remember your definitions, and you remember this is going to be actually a pretty easy lesson. Okay? So, or is union, and is intersection. Is everybody following me? Any questions up to this point? Are we good? Is everybody good? That's the information. Okay? That's the information. Now we can do problems. Okay? We just have to get the information. Now we can do some problems. All right? So let's do a couple problems. First one. All right? So everybody got it written down? Where's my eraser?
Somewhere.
All right. Let's do.
Yeah.
Felt really weird on my knee.
X is greater than or equal to 3, or X is less than or equal to. Let's do less than 2. All right. So watch carefully. Let's draw this. If I were drawing this on my number line, here's what I would do: greater than or equal to 3. So is it going to be an open or closed circle?